Definitely down here. When the money on both sides, so that was probably the most. Maybe the rest area. A little bit spicy. We call it sticky, yeah, but it's all good either way, right?
Actually, I got like all my piercings here, and then I always liked the scenery of this area. So then I came back here, and then I really liked Fifth Finger Tattoo.
I'm not really sure. I think it was like a Facebook ad maybe or something, but anyways, it was meant to be. So.
My buddy found their website or their Instagram page and told me about it, so I called Courtney and she kind of hooked it up from there.
Me and my cousin, who's like my best friend, I called her after work, and I was like a manager at McDonald's at the time, and I was like, let's go get matching tattoos. And she's like, oh dang, like what'd you have in mind? And I was like, I want to get these 5 cacti on my rib cage. And she's like, that's a bad idea, let's do it. So I looked up all of the tattoo artists around where I lived, and Fifth Finger was the highest rated, so I came here.
I've been friends with Courtney for about 7 years now.
Still painting for the future, I'm just blessed to live my dreams. Modern day Martin Luther, I'm a trooper. Gotta stand for something, or you fall for nothing. Then it's all for nothing, real dog. We just getting started.
I checked out his Insta, loved the work that he did, contacted him, and just started there basically.
I was actually a walk-in on last Wednesday actually, and then Brick was here and he did my tattoo, and I loved his work. It did really good, and I was like, I'm gonna book another one.
Courtney actually connected us yesterday.
Courtney suggested, he did my stomach and he did a good job, so I thought I'd do my back too.
I actually heard about Janet from Critter. He was an old artist who used to work here. He did 8 of my tattoos, including my first one. And up until he left, I'd been going here and directed to him, and then he left and I decided that I wanted to do a different kind of style anyway, and so he recommended Janet to me, and we got started with it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Watch the lift off.
I stopped counting after 30.
Okay.
Currently, this will be my second one.
A lot. Yeah.
Lost count?
Yeah, exactly.
I couldn't tell you, quite a few.
10?
Definitely therapeutic, because even though it's a little like painful, it gets kind of like numb to it, and then the end result is always like a good meeting, so.
Extremely painful. What I find to be therapeutic is the aftercare, to be honest. That's like the getting it over with and the surviving and then getting on with it after and healing. That's kind of what it is for me.
Definitely therapeutic, for sure.
Painful. Yeah, I don't sit too well sometimes.
Therapeutic, absolutely, so.
Feeling better than I ever been. Cairo in his bag, this beat is heaven sent. Back up in my element, new whip, trunk up in the front, I whip an elephant. It's all limo tint, that's how you move when you the president. You ass it off stream, treat him like my last name. Disrespecting, you just signed a check for a long day. Appetizer rappers, you will never be an entree. Really, you a condiment, and I hope y'all follow this. Crazy how people with the...
It's a rhino here on my hand, and I've always liked rhinos. My first tattoo is this rhino right here. On the forearm, and it's like sad of the story, right? I mean, they're going extinct. The black rhinos probably, I think maybe a few. So that's just kind of how I feel as a person right now. So
I'm getting a hummingbird for my great aunt. It's a little meaning behind it, knowing every time something like kind of happens in my life, a little hummingbird comes around and just lets me know that everything's gonna be all right.
I'm actually doing a cover-up of a piece that I got from a relationship that went south.
I just like the art aspect of the old school Greek columns and statues and stuff like that.
So, we've been doing this piece for about 2 years, and really it was because I have this one on my arm. For some reason, and I really can't explain this because this is bigger than words for me, it's a feeling that I don't feel is humanly possible to fully understand. But I feel a very, very special connection to pine trees. And I just think they're beautiful. And so I got this one tattoo, and I wanted to add to it, and I wanted to make it beautiful, but I didn't want to take away from it, so I decided to do something completely different and a whole new with pine trees instead.
This is our third session in 2 years, one at a time, and it's been beautiful, one bit at a time, one session a year. Sometimes just when the art comes together, when it's a lifestyle.